Have we met before?
Yes, I had one lesson with you about months ago.
I see, yes. And I think you had a different picture in the background, maybe.
No, no, the same.
The same? Maybe you had your video on. Did you have your video on?
Yes, yes, I had.
Yes, yes. Because I think I would have remembered your picture. I'm usually good at remembering pictures, I think. So, welcome back, Dimitri. How have you been? How's everything going?
Seems everything nice, everything good.
Good. Well, nice to see you again. I'm glad you've decided to join our lessons. And Xenia has joined as well. Hello, Xenia.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thanks. Haven't seen you for a few days. Hope everything's okay.
Yes, everything okay, but a lot of work.
You've been busy.
Yeah.
Okay. And welcome back, Fed.
Hi.
Good to see you. All right. I think we will get straight into it because I want us to make the most of this lesson. And this is the penultimate lesson or episode of this lovely series of ours, which is the detective series. We are now on episode 9. We have already covered 8 episodes, and we are now down to only one person that needs to be interviewed. Can you guess who that person is? Stas, you should know. Xenia?
I don't remember. Sorry.
Maybe Emily brother? No,
I think some from
Staff?
service. Yeah.
Well, let me show you. The bride-to-be, Emma. She's the final person to be interviewed, and I believe that this is when we find out what actually happens.
So it's last one or no?
Yeah, there is one more, but it's not actually an interview. It's just like a conclusion to the series.
Partners in crime. So Emma, she's evil.
Well, maybe we'll see.
Okay.
But partners in crime, what does that mean? Is somebody else involved?
Maybe Bosley.
Oh!
They have an affair, you know, after this interview.
Maybe. Hello, Lydia. You've joined just in the nick of time. We're about to start.
Hello.
So we're having our 9th episode of our detective series. I think maybe Fed and Dimitri don't have a clue what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so this is a series of episodes. It's a detective series. We basically every lesson we have an episode which kind of tries to solve this case of the missing ring. It's all about this missing ring that you know, is a center of attention. And there is a detective called Detective Bosley, and he basically interviews or interrogates, you know, all the characters that are involved in this story. So we have Cynthia, who is the widow. It's her ring that goes missing. Then we have many other characters from her family. Emma, who is our next person that's going to be interviewed, and she's the granddaughter Yeah, she's the granddaughter of Cynthia, the widow, and she's going to be interviewed next. And she's actually getting married, and she's supposed to kind of inherit this ring. Okay, so I'm just cutting to the chase. I don't want to go into too much detail. So basically, before we start this 9th episode, who can tell me what happened in the previous one? We covered episode 8 not too long ago. Tell me what was discussed in this episode, and what idioms or vocabulary did we learn? Stas, do you remember? Or
I
Lydia?
remember that I forgot to do screenshot, you know?
Oh.
Did you give us a link for this?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you left early.
Yeah. You go out like an Englishman without.
I don't have time. I lost my patience for this.
Yeah.
To pull something off and partner in crime, yeah. It's only idioms I remember. You word man of your word. And
Yes.
Put word out of mouth, something like this.
To put words in one's mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
good.
pleasure. Yeah.
Yes, very good. My pleasure is another one. To be happy to do something. Very good.
Be all about.
Yes. It's all about the bass.
Rush, something
Right.
like this. Yeah.
By pleasure also.
Yes, my pleasure.
My pleasure. Yes.
Yes, my pleasure. Stas mentioned it. What's the other one?
Oh, rush. Something like this. No.
To not rush.
Yeah.
Very good.
And cut to the chase. My favorite.
Yes, excellent.
Favorite
That was your
phrase.
favorite one. Out of all of them, that was your favorite one, Lydia. Yes.
Yeah.
So to cut to the chase, to explain the the point directly and quickly.
Yes,
Yes.
because maybe I also impatient.
Yeah. But patience is a virtue, you know how to say. Okay, so there were a couple more. I'll briefly open this for everyone to see. Okay, so this is what we covered last time, Dimitri and Fed. And the widow, Cynthia, she was being interviewed. And some of the vocabulary that we mentioned, as you can see here, is my pleasure, a man of one's word, so a person who keeps his promise. You can say, I'm a man of my word, I don't lie, I will do what I say I would do. First hand, the opposite would be second hand or indirectly, to have done something from personal experience perhaps. To be well aware of something, to know very well, was the other one. To grow to love something or someone. Oh, that was another good one. To not rush, like you already mentioned. Head over heels. Forgot about that one. To be head over heels for someone. So you really love someone. You're deeply in love with a person. To cut to the chase, we did that one. To be all about, to have a main interest in something. To put words into one's mouth, we did that one as well. Excellent. Now, we're going to start the 9th episode. So what I will do is play the podcast. I will play the audio for you to listen to, as always. I will play it 2 times, or maybe just once, we'll see. So try to listen carefully and hear the vocabulary, or any idioms, any strange phrases, and then you can maybe tell me about them. Okay, here we go.
Dialogue 9.
Hold your horses, Emma. Do you have a moment to talk?
My taxi is on its way, but I suppose I can spare a minute to chat.
Where were you the night the ring went missing? You're the only one without an alibi.
I thought you'd never ask. I was at the seaside enjoying a bottle of soda and doing some writing.
What kind of writing? Are we talking about wedding vows or a confession?
More like a set of directions. You could call it a treasure map.
I knew it. You don't want to tie the knot, do you? You're the one who stole the ring.
Stealing is when you take something without asking, Detective. What I did was more like borrowing.
Well, if you borrowed the ring, where is it now?
I know from your show that you're good at reading maps. I suggest you watch which way the wind is blowing.
The map is in the bottle? You set it out to sea, didn't you?
Bingo. It has your name on it, by the way.
Something tells me you didn't pull this off on your own. Who's your partner in crime, Emma? Who else wants to postpone this wedding?
We don't know who is the partner in crime. So, looks like you're wrong, Stas. It's not the detective, if he's asking. But good guess. Okay, so what idioms do you think you heard here?
Hold your horses.
Ah, do you know about this one?
Yes, of course.
Good, good.
Where the wind is blow.
Yeah, okay.
Tie the knot and partner in crime.
Good. Actually, there weren't that many here. There's probably another couple.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Did anyone else catch any other ones? Stas.
The map in the bottle.
Aha. Okay. We'll see. That's one of
And
them.
something way the wind is blowing.
Which way the wind is blowing?
Which way the wind is blowing? And tie the knot.
Yeah, tie the knot. Okay, good. Let me open the PDF and then we'll have a look at it together. So here it is. The case of the missing ring, episode 9. A quick recap. Dimitri, can you please read the recap?
In the episode 8, Detective Bosley interviewed the widow herself. All of the other interviews have been taped by Cynthia. Was anyone filming this interview? You be the detective. Though it was Cynthia who hired the detective, she is not in a rush for the detective to find the ring. In fact, she seems very happy to watch the case unfold slowly. Like many of the other suspects, Cynthia alibi checks out. There is just one more person to interview. Does Emma seem like the type who would sabotage her own wedding?
Very good. Thank you very much, Dimitri. Well read. Okay, so now let's have a look. Hoax. Are we talking about a crime or a hoax? The phrase, "are we talking about," is a common way to respond to a concern or issue that is not fully understood. The phrase is often used to compare two things. It means, do you mean? Here is an example. The repairman says, your car can be fixed, but it will be very expensive. The lady would say, are we talking about hundreds or thousands of dollars? You might also hear someone say, so just how much are we talking about? Sometimes about is removed. So are we talking hundreds or thousands? Yeah, so a note. A hoax is a trick that a person plays on another person in order to achieve a goal. Yep, so some people might say that September 11th was a hoax. You know, there are conspiracy theories out there. So that's one example. And yeah. Any other hoax you can think of?
I think hoax is like a joke or tease or
Yeah, but
I
it
don't
can be,
know.
yeah, it can be like a trick you play on someone. However, you have an agenda. You want to achieve a goal. Yeah,
Agenda?
So you have something that you want to achieve by doing this. So I'm tricking you. I'm making you believe something else, and I have something else that I'm trying to achieve by doing this. Do you understand? So it's like a trick. I'm tricking you. I'm fooling you. So it's a hoax. It doesn't have to be something funny or something. It can be about anything. Yeah.
Like pull your leg, yes?
No,
No?
not quite. To pull your leg is more of a jokey thing. You're joking. Yeah. When it comes to a hoax, it can be as a noun. If it's as a noun, then it's like a maybe a funny way to deceive someone. It can be a joke, yeah. But it can also be used as a verb to hoax someone, to trick someone, or to deceive someone. Yeah, so it can be practically used as a joke. It can be used that something is, being deceived. A big thing. It's not real. It's not true. What happened? Yeah. Okay, let's look at the fact file. So, what's her relationship to the widow? Like I mentioned before,
Bride to be.
she's
Granddaughter.
yeah, she's Cynthia's granddaughter. And her suspected motive is to postpone the wedding. And what's the location of the questioning?
Street
No,
near the
beach,
taxi
beach.
cab.
Pardon?
It's airport or near the taxi cab.
Question.
No. It's outside, but it's like a side exit, just outside Emma's bedroom. Yeah, it's just outside Emma's bedroom. Okay, so what's her alibi?
No alibi.
Very good. She's got no alibi because she confesses, doesn't she? She confesses. Very good. Okay, so here is the list of our vocabulary. So, like you guessed, most of them were correct. So, hold your horses. Okay, Fed, let's start with you. Could you read the first line and try to give us an example?
Hold your horses. That means wait a minute.
Yeah.
And example. Well, maybe hold your horses. Boom. Hold your horses. Well, how to say?
Just think of a real situation, a real scenario,
Yeah, I'm
and then
thinking.
try to use it.
Mhm. Oh, I forgot the word. Oh. Maybe holy horses reduce the speed. in that way.
Yeah. Maybe your friend is in a rush. He starts to drive really fast, and you're like, hey, hold your horses. What's your rush? We have plenty of time. Yeah, no need to speed. Yeah, good. Or maybe let's say your children want to leave the house, and they want to get out as soon as possible. They're so excited to go to the park. So you're saying, hey, hold your horses. You forgot your jacket. Don't forget your jacket.
Yeah.
Hold your horses. Wait a minute.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, good. Next one, Stas.
To spare time, to have extra time. And it's noun. So my example is I don't have enough spare time for Muay Thai, but I think you will say it's not a noun, it's to spare, it's adjective.
To spare something. So here in brackets we have time, so you can say minute, 10 minutes, an hour.
I will try to spare some time for your lesson, Salim.
Very good. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Your first sentence was spare. I don't have spare time, which means I don't have free time. Yeah, which is correct, but it's kind of different to this context. Yeah. So your second one was spot on. Very good. Then the third one, Lydia.
To tie the knot to get married. It's very picturesque. Picturesque. Many girls want to tie the knot because it allows them to don't work. I mean, Generation Y.
Okay, it allows them to be a housewife rather than to be working.
Oh, like that, yes.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah. So to tie the knot is a very common expression that we use in English when someone's getting married. Yeah, maybe one of your friends decided to tie the knot. Decided to get married. So congratulations. Okay, Ksenia.
To pull something off. To complete a difficult trick or action well. If you can pull your business off, it will be good for you, and you will become a rich person.
Okay, not quite, but if you change this sentence a little bit, it'll make sense, or it'll be in this context. So, for example, let's say your business is not doing very well, and your friend, asks you, "What's happening? What's wrong? Why aren't you flourishing in your business?" And then you're trying to explain to your friend, "Look, it's been such a tough time. There are no customers. The rubles have the currency has really gone down. It's plummeted. So it'll take a miracle to pull this off. Basically, to get the business back in order for you to be making some money."
So it's always some difficult problem.
Not necessarily, no. You can use it in a positive. So let's say you're watching a You know how we have these celebrity magicians? I don't know, like David Copperfield. I don't know if you remember him.
Mm-hmm.
David Copperfield. He used to be do these performances like magical tricks and whatnot. So he used to pull off amazing tricks. For example, he used to make a whole truck or elephant disappear in a second.
Statue of Liberty.
Or the Statue of Liberty or something huge. Yeah, he used to do these tricks. So if you're watching it on TV or you were there in the audience, you might say, "Oh, wow, how did he pull that off?
Mm-hmm.
I was right there and it just disappeared. I can't believe it." That's an amazing trick to pull off, or an amazing, performance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to complete a really, difficult trick or to do some action really well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's do the next one. Dimitri?
To know which way the wind is blowing. To understand how things will go, there could be sudden changes.
Have you heard of this before?
No.
Has anyone heard of this expression before? To know which way the wind is blowing?
Yes, we
have
have
the
in
same
Russia.
in Russia. Yeah.
In Russia, yes.
Yep.
Okay, what's it? How do we say it in Russia? So maybe Dimitri can see that.
Maybe
Держать нос по ветру.
No, знать, откуда ветер дует.
Lydia is right.
yes,
Как то же самое.
I know about this in Russian, but
No, it's not the same.
in English I never.
For example, husband sometimes very childish and say, "Why you don't you?" He says to his wife, "Oh, you cooking is bad," and something like that. Maybe criticize his wife, and wife can say, "I know which way the wind is blowing." She's mean about her mother, his mother. A mother-in-law.
I see.
Sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
Because they not. I mean, husband is not adult yet, and sometimes he listen only mother.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that there are some disagreements among some of our students. Yeah, so more or less that's what it is. Yeah. So basically, you understand what's happening, in changing circumstances, and basically you can anticipate the future. You know what's going to happen. I know which way the wind is blowing. You know what's going to happen. All right. Okay, let's do the next one. We're going to do the dialogue shortly, and hopefully that will make a bit more sense then when we see the conversation. Partner in crime. Ed?
Okay. Partner in crime, a person who often gets into trouble with another person. Well, and example, we should gather a good team of hacker, safecracker, shooter, and driver to organize a good heist, said my partner in crime.
Oh, very good. Good sentence, yes. You understand this very well.
Yeah, I just remembered Heist from Grand Theft Auto 5 and Heist by Michael Mann.
Yes, true. Very good. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, this phrase. Partner, your partner in crime. Okay. Let's quickly see if we can make a sentence each for these. A man of one's word. Stars.
A man of one's word. What I need to do, sorry.
Yeah, give us your definition of this and then give me a quick sentence.
To realize your promises like this. Yeah.
To realize your promises.
Yeah. A man of one's word. Is that definition?
Yeah, to stand by your word.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, to stand by your word. Basically, to do what you said you would do. All right, quick sentence.
It's a very good quality for a man to be a man of his word.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Okay, Lydia, your favorite one. To cut to the chase. Lydia, are you there?
Yeah, that to say to tell directly without a lot of explanation.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Quick
and
sentence.
I should give example.
Yes, yes, please.
During lessons, maybe sometimes we should cut to the chase and don't waste time for discussing.
Good.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, thank you. Ksenia, first hand.
You almost finished. It's mean from personal experience.
Yes, very good. Personal experience, first hand. Okay, and a quick example sentence.
I want to know this news from first hand.
Oh, very good. Yes. Yeah, you don't believe it when you hear it. You want to maybe go see it for yourself. This is another expression that we use. Okay, then the second last one, Dimitri.
To have something against. When somebody doing something and you have something against this, or
yeah,
again any actions.
Very good. Yeah. So you have something against a person or a thing. The action. Yeah. Can you give us a quick sentence?
I have something against about our government.
Good. Okay. There's something you disagree with. Very good.
Yeah.
That the government is doing. Very good. And finally, to go abroad, Fed.
Okay, to go abroad, that means to go in foreign country.
Very good.
And example, to go abroad is and one way to I know learn foreign language and start speak on it fluently.
Very good. Yes. To go abroad is a good way to learn another language. Yeah, it's a good way to learn another language and to speak fluently. Perfect. Thank you very much. So here is the dialogue between the detective and Emma. So let's see if we can complete these gaps. Okay, so okay, Fed, you could start. Try to do the first 3 lines.
Hold your horse. Okay. Hold your horses, Emma. Do you have a moment to talk? My taxi is on its way, but I suppose I can wait a minute to chat, or to take a minute. Am I right?
Hold your horses was correct, yeah. But here, what's that word? It's a verb. Not. It's like wait, but.
Where?
Starts with an S, and the second letter is P.
Chad, did you
spare,
ever...
Ah, good. Spare.
Mhm.
But I suppose I can spare a minute to chat.
Spare a minute to chat. Where were you the night the ring went missing? You are the only one with an alibi.
Without an alibi.
Without an alibi, yeah.
Very good. Yeah, thank you. So here we have these two words, and they're very commonly mistaken or mistakenly pronounced. Where, were. I think you pronounced it. You pronounced it correctly, or very close to being correct. So where were you the night the ring went missing? So this is a question, and the intonation at the end of this question should go down. Yeah, because it's a WH question. So every time we have a WH question or an information question, we need to lower our tone towards the end. So where were you the night the ring went missing?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, and the question above, what happens here?
Do you have a moment to talk?
Good, perfect. Yes. See, at the end, your intonation rises because it's a yes and no question. Yeah, very good. Okay, thank you. Stas, continue, please.
I thought you'd never ask. I was at the seaside enjoying a bottle of soda and doing some writing. What kind of writing? Are we talking about wedding vows or a confession? More like a set of directions. You could call it a treasure map. I knew it. You don't want to tie the knot, do you? You are the one who stole the ring.
Very good. Excellent. Good intonations as well. See here, this one here is a bit tricky because you might think it's a yes or no question. However, we have two options. When we are given two options, then the intonation drops. Are we talking about wedding vows or a confession? Yeah. I just thought I'll let you know about that one. Otherwise, perfect. Then the next three lines, Lydia. Your microphone, Lydia, is muted.
Yes, stealing when you take something without asking, detective. What I did was more like borrowing.
Borrowing?
Well, if you borrowed the ring, where is it now? I know from your show that you are good at the reading maps. I suggest you watch which way the I forget. Wind
Yes.
is blowing.
Very good. Which way the wind is blowing?
Is blowing. Yes.
I hope you heard my wind. I was trying to blow.
I just forget this word.
I'm sure you knew it, but you just couldn't remember
sometimes
the
it
English.
slips from my mind.
Yeah, it slips your mind. It's fine.
Very
good. You know, and every time we see the italic spelling like this, it's angled, we need to emphasize this word. Well, if you borrowed the ring, where is it now? Okay. And finally, Ksenia.
The map is in the bottle. You sent it out to sea, didn't you? Bingo. It has your name on it, by the way. Something tells me you didn't pull this off on your own. Who's your partner in crime, Emma? Who else wants to postpone this wedding?
Very good. Thank you very much.
Strange soapbox.
Yes. So now we need to know who's a partner in crime. We'll maybe discuss it towards the end. But let's quickly do the vocab review. Are the following pairs synonyms or antonyms? Do they mean the same, or do they mean the opposite?
First antonyms.
Okay. Tie the knot and get divorced. You're saying it's antonyms? You are correct. Because to tie the knot means to get married. To get divorced is to break up. Okay, Dimitri, what's number 2?
Pull something off, fail.
Is it an antonym or synonym?
This is antonym.
Yes, very good. Because to fail means to not succeed. To pull something off, it means to do it really well when people wouldn't expect you to have done it. Yeah, very good. So they're the opposites. 3, Fed.
Partner in crime, accomplice. I think that's synonyms.
You think they're synonyms? Partner in crime and accomplice. Do you know what accomplice means?
I think I forgot the
Yes,
meaning
the same.
of the word.
Yeah, it means partner in crime. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's they're synonyms. Yeah. So if anyone didn't know what this means, it's basically, you're helping another person commit a crime. Yeah, like Fed gave us his brilliant example of the hackers. You are an accomplice of your friend in this crime. 4. Stas.
I think it's antonyms. Antonyms. To cut to the chase and to beat around the bush.
Yeah, the antonyms, very good. To cut to the chase, it means to be direct. To beat around the bush, you're not being direct. You're going in circles. Very good. And last, Lydia?
First hand and indirect. I think it's antonym. First hand, directly you have something new and know something new. Indirectly, it's from another people or
Excellent.
By something.
Yes, so you experienced something indirectly, or you heard something indirectly, so not when you were right there. But firsthand, you were there, you experienced it firsthand. Very good. Okay, what's going on here? Match the word or expression on the left to the correct example on the right. So here we have different examples. Let's see if you can understand them. All right, so the first one, Ksenia.
So we should the same or antonyms?
Now here we need to match.
Oh, match. She had time to spare. The bride was ready hours before the guests arrived.
Yes, very good. E. The bride was ready hours before the guests arrived. So she had time to spare. She had hours. Very good. Second one, Dimitri.
She has something against it. The housekeeper doesn't believe in watching TV.
Yes, very good. And you had this one before, didn't you? Good. The housekeeper doesn't believe in watching TV. So she's got something against watching TV. Number 3, Fed.
He is a man of his words. The detective kept his promise. B.
Very good. He kept his promise. He's a man of his word. Okay, 4, Stas.
He has first-hand experience, and it's dear Ralph knows what it's like to be lonely.
Yeah, excellent. Ralph knows what it's like to be lonely. Yeah. And finally, Lydia.
She had a partner in crime. See, someone helped Emma pull off this hoax.
Yes, very good. Excellent. Someone helped Emma pull off this hoax. What about this? Simple. Complete the sentences with the phrases we've learned above. Xenia?
When you have teenagers in the house, you can never have a spare time.
When you have teenagers in the house, you can never... No. Maybe there's a better one.
About win something.
Yeah.
So you can never to know which way the wind is blowing.
That's it.
Very strange sentence.
Yeah. When you have teenagers in the house, you can never know which way the wind is blowing or which way the wind is going to blow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. Dimitri?
I want to. I can't recognize what to place here.
I'll give you a clue. Travel.
I want to
Visit another country.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't remember this.
Go
First-
abroad?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Okay. I want to go abroad, but I can't afford to pay the airfare.
Very good. Yeah, I want to go abroad. Okay, 3. Fed.
Hold your horses. I need to know where you're going and when you will be home.
Yeah, very good. You're telling your teenage daughter or son, hold your horses. I need to know where you're going and when you'll be home. Okay, 4. Stas.
If you have any time to spare? No?
Yes, if you have any time to spare.
Our houseplants need watering.
Perfect. And the last one, Lydia.
Let's cut to the chase. Do you love him or not?
That cut to the chase is stuck on you.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll ever forget this. This idiom. Very good. We've come to the end, so here's a quick comprehension task. I think we pretty much know what's happening. So we have a final episode to do. Hopefully we'll complete it next week, I believe either Monday or Tuesday. And we'll find out who's the partner in crime. And we'll see the ending to this story. Okay, I've given you the link in the chat for this episode that we've just covered. And yeah, are there any questions?
No, see you tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Lovely. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Most
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.